Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Gold Mining Simulator, where hopefully today we will be able to build the wash plant. So we have $20,982 on us, and then hopefully we can get, I think we needed $23,000, so that's only 3 ounces, but we're going to be selling some, right? So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get probably, I'd say, around the number of about 10 ounces or so to make everything work. So what we're going to be doing here is, oh, we're going to be turning that on. Everything is just absolutely lovely so far. Helps if you turn on the excavator. That's always nice. Alright, so hopefully we don't run out of fuel or anything. Like I said, we need at least probably 10 ounces to send everything over here and everything else. Everything's rented or is going to be rented. So it's going to be an interesting situation. But it's going to be fine because I think as soon as we start making some good money, then we'll be able to... I didn't connect the water hose. That makes sense of why it's not going down. Got it. I should have known. Anyway, besides the point. So we have, yeah, so 10 ounces. I think that's going to be enough to get... Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding, right? Okay, thank you. Recheck. Thank you. You're going down? Good. But yeah, so I think 10 ounces is going to be enough to... Oh, hello. To get what we need. And then what we're going to be doing is hopefully making enough money to slowly start buying the equipment. Hopefully. And so we can finally pay off that rent. I'm not wanting to take a loan, so renting isn't any better. It's basically a loan, but forever, essentially. But yeah, so we're going to rent. I think this is the best option, so we're not sitting here all day doing this. But again, I don't know. But this is the hardcore saves, so we got to think about life before we just jump into it. And I think that is going to be the best idea, is just to rent it, get through it, deal with it, suck it up, essentially. So we're going to do 2 buckets. Hopefully the 2 buckets will give us about 6 ounces or so. I'm hoping. And then what we'll be doing is filling up the dump truck next. And yeah, well, actually, technically, we got to fill up set up the wash plant. And what's going to suck is that I probably need to make more money than just that, because I'm going to have to pay for everything. Like I said, it's going to be about $24,000 a day, so I should probably go through and get at least $20,000 for an extra day. That would probably be a good idea. I just thought about that. Because if I don't, then I'm going to have 1 day to set up, clean out, or do a clean out. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Now we got decisions. Because it's already 4 o'clock. It's going to take probably all day long to get that set up. Boy. Because right now we don't have any bills except the thing, right, or the excavator, right? So I don't think that would really kill us if we're, 2 more days. I really want to get the wash plant, though. So if I get the wash plant, it's going to be a lot more better for everybody involved. But if I don't, then we're going to be doing this for a while longer, which I'm not necessarily looking forward to. Decisions. The smarter thing to do would just be getting some, like, 5 buckets or so. On a video standpoint, the better decision would be is just get the wash plant now, so that I don't go into debt. Because if you go out of or run out of money, they'll just take it back, and you lose all this equipment. So everybody knows the decision I need to make. Nah, we'll just see what happens. We'll see how many ounces we get from these 2 buckets. We'll put them through the wash plant or the wave table. That's what I meant. And then we'll see what we can do. Hey, Gilman, everybody knows what I'm gonna have to do, but like I said, I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Just want to get into the wash plant, and so I have some other things to do and don't have to worry about it. But of course, that ain't gonna happen. But anyway, yeah, we'll see what the 2 wave table or the 2 buckets say, and then after we get that squared away, then we'll go from there. I mean, because really, there's nothing else I really can do. Because if you ain't got the money, you're not going to have a wash plant for very long. So, looks like my hands are tied. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we can pull a lot of ounces out of this and then have some extra money and stuff like that. But I know it's going to take pretty much all day to get it done. I'm not turning it off of times 12, even though that is an option. But I'm not going to turn it off at times 12, and I'm not going to, cheat or nothing. But I just don't want to deal with doing this anymore. Because I know once we get the wash plant, we'll be making more money. So, decisions. I tell you what, they're terrible. I hate them. But that's what we're going to do. We're just going to try to get as much gold as we can today, probably. So we're not going to buy the wash plant. And hopefully in the next episode we'll buy the wash plant. That is the best thing to do. That is what we're going to have to do. And I guess that's just what we're going to do. How's that? Oh, well. Yeah, because like I said, I don't want to lose anything. And plus we're going to have to get fuel, which is always lovely. We got, I think, 39% in the trailer anyway. So we'll just see what we can do. And looks like we're going to need a few more buckets anyhow. That one actually might fill it up. So let's just get that taken care of. Oh, hello. Let's get this on the path of filling up. That's fine. So we'll have that starting to fill up. We'll throw this bucket out of there. And it actually might, we'll get a few pretty good chunk of it filled. Get that taken care of, get that thrown in there with ease, I might add. There we go, get that thrown back down. How are we? 10%. We gotta go, so we ain't got time to fiddle fart around. We got dirt to dig, so we got at least a little bit. Okay, so I just missed my whole shelf I was building there. That's fine. But anyway, there we go. So now we're back up running. Everything's good to go. I wish I had the bigger excavator, but there is just no way I have the money for it because it's like $76,000 or some crazy number. And then, of course, renting that is insane. Or no, I think I'm rent. No, this is the big excavator. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, wait a minute. I wish I could have the big excavator, but that ain't gonna happen because I already have it. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so used to, I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. My mind has been in shambles as of late. So actually here, let's say everybody. So everybody on the server knows, the Discord server knows that what's been happening for the past few days. But anyway, what has been happening for the past few days is my wife's grandfather did pass, and he was in Vietnam, or actually he was in Boston, and then he moved to Vietnam, and nobody's really sure why. But anyway, so he moved to Vietnam. A few days ago, I was called to go pick up my grandma, or not my grandma, but my wife's grandma. I had to go pick her up because he passed, and then they flew to Vietnam. So they're in Vietnam, and I think the funeral was yesterday. I think. But anyway, still trying to figure everything out, trying to get everybody calmed down because it's a big deal. So it's a lot of a craziness, not a whole lot of sleep. Trying to get everything done. My brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and my wife are still here, but pretty much everybody else is in Vietnam. And like my mom-in-law, dad-in-law, grandma-in-law, all her aunts and uncles are all over in Vietnam. It's insane. But yeah, it was a crazy few days, and then everything's been settling down a little bit. Been working at the shop, trying to get or help my wife out. So I've been doing that along with streaming and recording. Not a whole lot of time to do anything, I tell you what. But yeah, we're just keeping we're keeping the shop afloat. We're keeping everything else afloat. My parents-in-law will be gone for like 2 weeks, so it'll be a while. Yeah, it's just been crazy. Everything's been crazy, but we're figuring out. 2025 is full of excitement, and it's not the right kind. Let's just put it that way. It is not the right kind of excitement. And then, actually, on top of that, when they were all going to Vietnam and everything else, my grandma decides that she wants to go to the hospital and have her problems start up. So she was having a hard time breathing. They thought that she was having a mini stroke, and then that was cleared, and then they thought that she was having a heart attack, and then, oh my goodness. So she's been in the hospital for 2 days. It's just been absolutely crazy. So bouncing from the shop to recording and streaming, trying to get back over to get everybody to the airport, trying to take off, and everything else, trying to spend as much time with everybody as I can. It's insane. Um, yeah, it's been it's been a riot. Let's just say that. But hopefully, so my grandma came home yesterday, so hopefully everything is starting to slow down a little bit. Everything can get back to normal, or whatever normal is. Quotes, of course, you gotta have the quotes. But hopefully everything is getting back to whatever normalcy we can get to, because it's been a lot of excitement and it don't need to be that exciting. But anyway, that is basically what is happening. We've been streaming Schedule 1. It's not the best game in the world. It's interesting, but it's not necessarily the best game. So everybody that did watch it, I do appreciate it. And then, of course, been trying to do some Gold Rush, been trying to do some, did an ATS. That was interesting. I'm going to have to figure out why my steering wheel is doing what it's trying to do. Let's see. Everything else has just been crazy. It's been crazy. Like, that is the only thing I can say. That, and then, of course, me losing the job last month. I mean, it hasn't been a real good 2025, okay? But, like I said, we're just doing what we can. We're doing everything that we know how to do, which isn't much. And we're getting her through. We're getting her through. And so all this stuff is on the Discord. And, of course, if you want to join the Discord, the link should be in the description below. I think it is in the description below. And then, of course, if you want to go an extra step, there is a join button somewhere. I can't remember where it is, but there's a join button somewhere if you want to be a member. And what the member is going to do is you have perks on depending on how much you want to pay. I didn't want to make it as expensive as some people. So if you want to help out the channel, help me out, stuff like that, that is also in the memberships as well. And yeah, if you want to help out, sweet. If you don't, then don't. All you can, or you can still watch the videos and everything else. I'm not changing it over. It's just that. What it's doing is it's just helping out the channel a little bit, trying to get some extra income for the channels, buy games, stuff like that. So if you want to see any games bought or played, not bought, you want to see any games played or anything like that, all you have to do is just, let me know, and then we can make that happen. And then those funds are going to help with that part of the deal. So if you guys want to, like I said, if you guys want to become members and stuff like that, that's the best way to do it. And that's it. Supposedly, there's a join button. I'm not sure where, but there's a join button. And then, like I said, there's 3 tiers. There's private, corporal, and sergeant. And there's 3 different prices. Each tier gives you different perks. And of course, if you get sergeant, it gets all the perks and stuff like that. So, if you would take a look-see, if you can afford it and stuff like that, I do appreciate it. If not, like I said, subscribing, liking, and commenting that's helping me just as much. All right, what do we got here? So it looks like we have 7.63 ounces. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I think, oh boy, what am I? That'd be 20, maybe just under 30,000. That would give us 6,000 to move everything. Yeah, I just don't think that's going to happen. So what I'm going to do, so this video is not too terribly drawn out, is I'm just going to keep on digging. I'm going to try to get a few buckets on the side ready to go. And then what we'll do is hopefully in the next episode we can do a clean out or wavetable, whatever you want to call it. And then what we'll do is we can actually go buy it. So I want to have about $40,000 in the bank. So roughly it'll be enough to get a day or two of cushion before we can get it done. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Like I said, if you want to become a member, hit the join button and then go on that one. Everything helps. So decide. I'll catch you on the next one, and you all take care.